The U.S. Air Force has showcased its ability to rapidly turn around B-2 Spirit stealth bombers using hot pit refueling at Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam in Hawaii, underscoring a growing emphasis on expeditionary bomber operations across the Indo-Pacific. During the Bomber Task Force mission, two B-2s landed, remained with their engines running while being refueled, underwent essential post-landing inspections, and departed again after only a brief stop on the ground. By successfully conducting rapid turnaround procedures at a forward location in the Pacific, the Air Force demonstrated that the B-2 can be sustained and rearmed for combat operations from dispersed bases, increasing operational flexibility and strengthening its ability to project strategic air power across the region. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why hot pit refueling of B-2 in Hawaii is a message China can't ignore. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Hawaiian Islands occupy one of the most strategically important locations in the Indo-Pacific. Although they lie nearly 2,400 miles, 3,860 kilometers, from the continental United States and more than 5,000 miles from China's coastline, Hawaii serves as the operational hub connecting North America to the Western Pacific. In any future conflict between the United States and China, the islands would likely become the nerve center for logistics, command and control, intelligence, force generation, and sustainment rather than the primary frontline battlefield. As the People's Liberation Army, PLA, expands its long-range strike capabilities and the U.S. military adapts its force posture for distributed operations, Hawaii's importance has only increased. This location allows U.S. forces to operate across both the Eastern and Western Pacific, while remaining outside the range of most conventional Chinese strike systems. Unlike bases in Japan, South Korea, or Guam, Hawaii provides strategic depth. It is far enough from China to be comparatively secure, while still close enough to efficiently support sustained military operations. Recent U.S. operational concepts, including Distributed Maritime Operations, DMO, Expeditionary Advanced Base Operations, EABO, and Agile Combat Employment, ACE, aim to disperse forces across numerous locations rather than concentrating them at a few large bases. So Hawaii assumes a crucial role. Hot pit refueling is a rapid turnaround technique designed to minimize aircraft downtime while enhancing operational flexibility and mission readiness. Rather than shutting down the aircraft after landing, the crew keeps the engines running as refueling and essential servicing are conducted through a carefully coordinated process. By drastically reducing the time an aircraft spends on the ground, the U.S. Air Force lowers its exposure to potential threats while increasing sortie generation rates during sustained combat operations. The ability to launch aircraft again within minutes can be a decisive advantage in contested environments where speed and unpredictability are critical. Executing a hot pit refueling operation is a complex undertaking that requires close coordination among pilots, fuel specialists, maintenance crews, and safety personnel, all working in proximity to an aircraft with its engines operating. While the procedure has long been routine for tactical fighter aircraft, its successful application to the B-2 Spirit is particularly noteworthy given the stealth bomber's demanding maintenance requirements, specialized support needs, and central role in the United States' strategic deterrence posture. Beyond improving turnaround times, hot pit refueling expands the operational reach of the U.S. Air Force by enabling strategic bombers to operate efficiently from dispersed and temporary locations rather than relying solely on established main operating bases. Distributing aircraft across multiple operating locations complicates enemy targeting and enhances force survivability. In the Indo-Pacific, the approach aligns with ongoing efforts to establish a resilient network of forward operating bases capable of sustaining bomber operations during a high-end conflict, including a potential confrontation with China. The demonstration also reflects growing confidence in the Air Force's ability to maintain, service, and rapidly regenerate one of the world's most sophisticated combat aircraft far from its permanent home station, strengthening both operational resilience and strategic deterrence. The B-2 Spirit was developed to undertake the U.S. Air Force's most challenging long-range strike missions. Engineered to penetrate some of the world's most heavily defended airspace, the stealth bomber is capable of delivering both conventional and nuclear weapons against high-value strategic targets deep within enemy territory. At the heart of the aircraft's design is its distinctive flying wing configuration, which eliminates the traditional fuselage and vertical tail surfaces. This architecture not only improves aerodynamic efficiency, but also dramatically reduces the aircraft's radar signature. Combined with advanced low-observable materials and shaping techniques, the design has made the B-2 one of the most survivable combat aircraft ever fielded. Since entering service in the 1990s, the B-2 has been renowned for its exceptionally small radar cross-section, widely estimated to be around 0.1 square meters. Its survivability is further enhanced by sophisticated thermal management measures that suppress infrared emissions, reducing the likelihood of detection by infrared search and track, IRST systems, and heat-seeking sensors. These stealth characteristics enable the bomber to penetrate sophisticated, layered air defense networks while maintaining a level of survivability that conventional bombers cannot match. As a result, the B-2 can engage strategically important targets with minimal reliance on large-scale suppression of enemy air defenses, making it a critical asset during the opening stages of a high-intensity conflict. Performance is equally impressive. The B-2 has a top speed of approximately Mach 0.95 and an unrefueled range of roughly 6,900 miles, 11,000 kilometers, allowing it to conduct intercontinental missions from bases in the continental United States. With aerial refueling, its endurance can be extended almost indefinitely, enabling truly global strike operations. The aircraft also possesses substantial firepower. Its two internal weapons bays are officially rated to carry up to 40,000 pounds, 18,000 kilograms of ordnance, although the bomber's maximum payload is widely believed to approach 50,000 pounds, 23,000 kilograms. The B-2 can employ a broad range of precision-guided munitions, giving commanders exceptional flexibility across the full spectrum of conflict. Despite having entered service decades ago, no other operational bomber combines such a high degree of survivability with the ability to conduct long-range precision strikes against heavily defended strategic targets. China has spent more than a decade developing a layered and increasingly integrated air defense network across the South China Sea, significantly enhancing its anti-access area denial A2AD posture. The backbone of this network consists of long-range surface-to-air missile SAM systems deployed on the Chinese mainland, reinforced by permanent military installations on artificial islands in the Spratly Archipelago and facilities in the Paracel Islands. People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, PLARF, has also come a long way. Responsible for operating China's land-based ballistic and cruise missile arsenal, the PLARF fields a diverse inventory that includes the DF-15 and DF-16 short-range ballistic missiles, DF-21 medium-range ballistic missile, DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile, DF-17 hypersonic glide vehicle-equipped missile, and the DF-41 ICBM. It also operates ground-launched land attack cruise missiles such as the CJ-10. When combined with long-range anti-ship missiles, electronic warfare systems, and fifth-generation fighters such as the J-20 operating from mainland bases, the situation for an opposing force looks grim. This is where B-2 Spirit comes in. The long-range, stealth features, and massive payload capacity enables it to penetrate heavily protected targets and inflict massive damage. The bomber can hit ground as well as naval targets with standoff missiles like JASSM and LRASM. Hot pit refueling of B-2 in Hawaii greatly increases its operational effectiveness in a high-tempo conflict scenario, and China will know that situation could get very ugly very quickly.